Please welcome with me Maria as she shares her story. And I dare say this, what many people don't know about her is that she started her business just like most of us with an amount of money known to her. You know that when you start business and the amount of money you have, you know. It's in your wallet. So she starts her business from down to now a fleet of over 200 trailers written on Mark. We are more than privileged to have her speak to us, and definitely she's from BNI Integrity.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm happy to be with you, and if time allows, expecting my membership soon. I'm honored to be invited the second time. This is the second time I'm with this amazing group. I'm honored. The first time was a week ago, I was integrity. Yeah, I was introduced to integrity by Annie Juko of Stambik. Yeah, and I'm happy to be here with you for the second time, and I'm happy to inform you, for the first time I was there, I was able to connect, yeah, and we're already doing business. Yeah, so it's an amazing platform, it's very good. The only thing I saw that I may disqualify me is attendance. That's my problem. Anyway, I've been introduced by the president. I'm Maria Namusoke. I'm here to just speak to you, to chat with you, and maybe to inspire those who have just entered the entrepreneurship, and together we move. But before I start, I want to identify my audience. There is a particular audience I'm looking for. So allow me, Mr. President, to identify my audience, my specific audience. By show of hands, if you're the founder of the business you're running, or you're in the top position of that business, and that business is under 5 years, just show your hands. The estimate is what? About half. Okay, if you're in that position, founder or top position, and the business is under 10 years, 10 to 5. 10 to 5. About 15%? 15%. Same position, and the business is 15 years, between 15 and 10. Wow. About same number with the under 10. That's good. If your business is 15 to 20, your hands up. Wow, can we clap for them? If your business is above 20. If your business is above 20, wow. Can you stand up and we clap for you? Okay, now I'm in the right place. Yeah, I've identified my audience. I'm in the right place. My audience, my special audience are the under 5 years. Under 5 years, that is my audience. Above that, I know you've gone through you. Okay, so the president has introduced me. I'm Maria Namusoke Kamoga, CEO, Marker Investments, majoring into transport and logistics and the construction supply. On the other side, CEO, Mark Automobile, franchise holder, Honda Motors, Japan. Honda Motors, motorcycles, yeah, from border borders, to NGO government, to motocross and lifestyle. There are those who are into lifestyle, passionate bikers. We have yes, passionate bikers. We have your bike there. On top of that, we are into power products. These are agricultural hand tools and generators. So that is me. Marker Investment is celebrating 20 years. So we celebrate 20 years. We've been in operation for 20 years. That's why I find my target audience being the under 5. I'm here to tell a story, and for you to be confident that we've been where you are, and you're going to be where we are. By God's grace. Yeah, so for the people who are above 15, you know what I'm talking about. For you, you're not my audience. The under 5 are my audience. So you are here to hear my story, and this is my story. President BNI asked me, do you have a slide? I said, no, this is my story. Do I need a slide? I don't slide. Because it's my story. Yeah, so this is Maria's story. And this is how it started. Immediately after school, what do we look for? A job. I looked for a job, but I think I was impatient, and it worked well for me. Yeah? Because I looked for job, I had a target. I said, now that school is over, what next? I need money. Where do I get money? I need to find a job. I can't be jobless for 3 months. In 3 months, I must find a job. After 3 months, there was no job. It was a no-show. What did I do? I had to have an open mind. I said, okay, I've been focusing on the job. Now I have to add business. What kind of business can I do? So after the third month, I was looking for 2 things, an opportunity in business or employment. So the search went on. At the 6th month, I got an opportunity, and that opportunity was business. However, I looked at the business and I said, yes, this is a business I can manage and I can start. However, the obstacle was there was money involved, and I think I'd never owned 100,000 as my personal money. Now, the business required a security deposit of 2 million. Remember, this is a girl who has never owned 100,000, and now here we are, 2 million requirement. Now, no one could lend me that money because I wasn't known to anyone apart from school and the family. That is all. I had to scratch my brains. I said, now, what do I do? And this kind of business, there are certain other 2 people who were also eyeing for it. So we were 3 competing to secure this kind of business. It's a dealership. So the dealership required us, whoever is taking the dealership, to deposit that 2 million. Now, the 3 of us, the 2 were in employment. I was unemployed, so we started looking for the money. Now, as I was spending sleepless nights, in 1 week, I remembered that my mom, I used to see my mom lending money. She's a treasurer of a church-based circle, and she was lending money. So I used to see even my big sisters coming to get money from her. So I said, now, here is a deal. The next morning, I went to the village. Mommy, I'm here, A, B, C, D, F, G. I said, what? 2 million? Are you crazy? Remember, I've never owned a penny apart from the pocket money. But here I am asking her to lend me. Yeah, it's like your girl of, let's say, P5 coming to you. Can you lend me 1 million shillings? That's how it looked like. So she said no. Yeah? She said no. I've traveled a distance of about 400 kilometers to come and get this money, and she says no. It was terrible for me. I said, now, how do I go back? I wasn't happy at all. So what I did that evening, I didn't talk to her. I just went to the bedroom and locked myself there. So early in the morning, I had to go very early in the morning and go back. So I told her, Mommy, I've gone. I greeted her. I told her I've gone. And I don't think you will see me again. That is the statement I used. Yeah, I don't think you will see me again, but I've gone. So I left the house. I went on the roadside to get a taxi and go. So while at the roadside, because the home is near the roadside, so while at the roadside waiting for a taxi, she sent me someone to come and call me back. So they called me back and said, okay, wait for me, we go together to the bank. That was my happiest moment. So my statement worked. Yeah? My statement worked because I looked into this kind of business and I saw I'm going to pull through. Yeah? So in like 30 minutes, she had finished making up. We went together at the bank. She gave me the money. I think she counted it as a loss. That's what I think. Because she didn't expect me to I've never managed the finances. Yeah, and this, I want 2 million. I think, like mothers are here in the room. You know those secrets we do with our children. So I think she counted it as a loss. So she gave me the money. I was so happy. I was the happiest. And when I reached at the headquarters in Kampala to deposit the money, actually, I even thought, I had pressure. I thought the other two I'm competing with to take up the dealership could get the money before me. Fortunately, I was the first one to get the money. So I came, deposited the money, and took up the dealership. Now, when I took up the dealership, these are food supplements. Now, no one knows about these food supplements. But now, I've fought so hard to take the dealership. There was a lot of work ahead of me. It wasn't only money. Because the product I'm going to sell, no one knows it. You get the point? Yeah, leave alone Honda. I've just acquired the Honda, but everyone knows a bike, and everyone knows, oh, you guys, you're in business, and you need these motorcycles to run your businesses. You get. But now, this is a product that no one knows, okay? And I've invested money in there. What did I do next? What I did next is to market my product. I marketed my product. This was a South African business, headquartered here in Kampala, and having dealers countrywide. So I marketed my business, and my site, my depot, became the best-selling site in Uganda. I was given a sponsorship to go to South Africa and study multi-level marketing because of that award which I won. Unfortunately, no, before I go there, in 6 months, had paid mommy her money, and she couldn't believe. I paid back the money with interest, much as she didn't charge me interest, but I gave her interest after 6 months. So meaning I had the capital of 2 million to run the business. I was responsible enough. So I paid her her money. Now, 2 years into that business, the business from the headquarters here in Kampala was run down. It was run down due to financial mismanagement, and so all our business was affected. Was affected because at the headquarters where we pick stock, there was no stock anymore. So we were all affected. But by the time that happened, I had 45 million on my account. 2 years. 2 years. So it wasn't a threat to me. I said, now I have money. So I can do anything because I had capital on me. Now I said, what next? These are just 2 years later. I said, what next? You know what I did? I started thinking, I have the money. What made me comfortable was I have the money. So I can't fail to get what to do. What happened is this. It was one morning. I said, now, for me to look which business I'm going to venture into, let me walk around our town, and this is in Fort Potro. So one morning, I went street by street with a notebook, looking at whatever business was in town. I looked at business. 2 sectors stood out. There was grocery kind of business, that is those shops with the grocery shops, the supermarkets, and then there was the hardware shops. There were so many hardware stores. Those 2 stood out for me. Now, I went back and analyzed these 2. I said, no, but the grocery, the inventory is too much. There is a lot of products. Yeah, too many products that you have to deal with. Hardware, at least, the product range is a bit small. So I took a decision to join the hardware sector. What did I do? I went back. Now, I went back to town. This time, I had a focus area, okay? My focus area was hardware. You know what I did? I went to each and every store in town. I asked them, do you have any challenge? Do you get supply? Do you get everything? And the one thing stood out, the issue was cement. When I got the issue was cement supply, I went back. I started planning now. You see how I'm narrowing to what I'm going to do? Yes. So the issue was cement. It was a Saturday morning. Saturday morning, I woke up. The distance is just 55 kilometers. I drove my car to Hima plant. When I reached at the gate, they asked me, who are you going to see? I said, I'm a customer. I didn't know anyone there, but I said, I'm a customer. So they asked me, you're a customer from which region? I told them Fort Potro. Said, okay. So we are going to direct you to the territory manager, that region. I said, here I am. So they gave me a pass. I went, met the territory manager. Young lady, how can I help you? I told him I need to become a customer. I need cement. Where is your store? I didn't have a store, but I didn't say I don't have a store. I said I'm going to be trading in Fort Potro town. I said, fine. Come, let us fill these papers. We opened for you an account. They gave me the prices, everything. Deal done. What did I do next? I came back to town. On Monday, I went to town, went to each store. I told them, I'm going to supply you cement. Don't pay me money. Let me first, because they looked at me and they said, this girl crazy. Yeah? But the good thing, I was confident because I'm not telling you to give me money and supply you. I had to build the confidence. Yeah, I had to build the confidence. I had to exhibit credibility. So what I did, I said, I'm going to supply you cement, and after supplying you, that's when you pay me. I said, okay. So I said, can I take the order? The first day I took the order, that fills a truck. So I ordered a truck came and I distributed and they gave me money and the truck and the round went round. 2 months later, about 2 months later, I was able to get orders of a truck every day. So I was meant to supply a truck every day. Remember, I don't have a shop. But now I'm doing business and clean business. Yes, the truck comes, I tell the truck, store A, B, C, D, 100, 200, 300, the truck is finished, it goes back. Later in the afternoon, I come myself, collect money, go bank on Hima Cement account, and I order another truck. Now, a few months later, there was an obstacle. I would place an order, and then the plant tells me, your order is in the queue. We are running short of trucks. There are no trucks, so the order is in the queue until the truck is available to uplift my order. I couldn't sleep. I said, now, what is this? Remember, I have overwhelming orders. I'm at a level of supplying a truck every day, and now here, a truck comes once a week. The pressure was too much. I said, now what next? I had to think. I had to scratch my head. What did I do next? I had a car, yeah, from the other company. Yeah, the food supplements. I'd bought myself a car. I think that's a point which I didn't reveal. I'd bought myself a car of 13 million from the bond, and I had the 45 million which started the cement business. Now, the Indian guy was an old man of 80 years. When I went to his bond to buy a car, he asked me, are your parents buying you this car? I said, no, it's my own money. Okay, he gave me a seat and said, tell me your story. Where did you get this money? I told him the story. He was amazed, yeah? Now, we became friends. So he would check on me at all times because I was in the age of his sons. He had 2 sons and 1 daughter. So we connected properly. Now, when I got that problem, I called him. Mzee, I have an issue. What is the issue, Maria? A, B, C, D, F, G. Can the plant give you an MOU that when you get a truck, there is a ready job for it? I said, yes, they can give it to me. Get it, come to my office. So I got the write-up, and I went to his office. When he saw, he said, okay, let me sort out your problem. I was so happy. But what happened? This friend of mine, he sells small cars, not big cars. However, he had also gotten a vehicle, you know Magulu Kumi? Yes, he had gotten a Magulu Kumi, which was a dead stock in his bond. It was a dead stock because it had the wrong specs, so it wasn't economical for business. Remember, he wasn't into this kind of vehicles. He was into saloon cars. So he also didn't know, but when he brought the vehicle, it was wrong specs, it couldn't do business. However, he was honest to me. He said, Maria, now, we have this problem, but there is a truck rotting in my bond. However, I'm told it's not economical. Do you think it will work? I said it will work. Because I had no choice. Yeah? I couldn't say no. So what he did, Actually, it was in the extreme corner of his bond, even it surrounded with some kind of bush. So he organized, gotten it out, serviced it, put for me tires, and got me a driver. He said, Maria, this truck, I bought it 50 million. I'm going to give it to you at 45. So give me post-dated checks. I gave the post-dated checks. He gave me the driver. We boarded together with my driver. We drove to Fort Portal. So the issue, the obstacle, the challenge of my order spending a whole week in the queue was over. So using my own vehicle, I was now able to serve my customers. And the clientele chain was growing. It was growing because of the integrity I exhibited, because of the customer service I exhibited. It was growing day by day. In 6 months, I'd paid my mzee. I'd paid him his money in 6 months. And he gave me another truck. He gave me another truck. It was worth 101 million. And he said, pay for 12 months. I took the vehicle. So I was rich by 2 vehicles, maguru kumi. I think the rest is history. Right now, it's a fleet of over 100 trucks. These are trucks. These are German brands, Mercedes-Benz and MAN truck. We ordered them right from the factory. When we are ordering from the factory, we have to customize our vehicle. If we've got a contract going to Congo, we will give the specs. We want this horsepower, we want this terrain drive, we want this, and that's what they will manufacture for us. How did we reach there? From 1 truck to 2 trucks to 100, how did it happen? In procurement, we had an order. We had a big order, and we couldn't find a supplier locally. So what happened? When we went to the supplier who is available in our environment, the supplier said, deposit 50% of the money, and then wait for 6 months. We said, but the contract needs execution as soon as yesterday, so we can't wait for 6 months. He said, no, but that is it. What else can we do for you? I said, okay, I'll come back tomorrow. I didn't reach home. I was on the flight the next day to Nairobi. When I reached the Nairobi, fortunately, I found the vehicle in stock. I wanted a fleet of 10, and I found the fleet in stock. A year later, I went back to Nairobi. I wanted a fleet of 80, and there was no stock. In 1 week, I was in Germany. In Germany, they asked me, what do you want? I said, I'm a customer from East Africa. Before I continue, guys, I know you've done all these things. Who? No. Not yet. Okay. Okay. Let me ask a question. Who among of you, because you're all in business, who among us have done a SWOT analysis on yourself? A SWOT analysis on yourself, a self-evaluation. How many? Wow, this is nice. This is good. So you know your strength. For those that have not, please pick it up from today. It's very important. It's very important to run your business. Know your strength, know your weakness, know your opportunities, know your threat. Do you know that you can be a threat to your business? Did you know? How many of us knew? Wow. That is nice. So for those that didn't know, please pick it up, okay? You can be a threat to your own business. And if you find that you are a threat to your own business, please work on it. Yeah, you have to work on it. Now, once you identify your strength, please use your strength. Okay? Your weaknesses, work on your weaknesses. You can seek different opinion. If you do not know, if you can't do that SWOT on you, seek different opinion from your network and ask them, how do you perceive me? Can you ask a neighbor, how do you perceive me? The answer is for later. Yeah? The answer, send a WhatsApp. Yeah? Send a WhatsApp and respond how you perceive your neighbor. So guys, we are all into business, okay? If you know if you know in a relationship which you're going in an engagement which you're going in, if you know you're the one taking business the other side, then you're in an upper hand position. You are in an upper hand position. You have the bargaining power. Yeah, stand confident and say, I'm so and so, because I'm bringing you business. So I went to Germany. I didn't know anyone. Then I went to Hima Cement. I went to Germany. Who is you? I'm a customer from East Africa. Because if I say Uganda, they will say, where is Uganda? You get the point? Yes. Fort Portal. No, I told them I'm a customer from East Africa. What do you want? I want a fleet. What fleet? Mercedes-Benz EFG 80 units. When they heard about that, I was given a VIP treatment.
Representing to the maximum, it's DJ Cat.
I was given a VIP treatment. We did this transaction. The transaction went through, and from then, if I need 200 vehicles, I will just tell my finance guy to send an LPO and the manufacturing will start. That is my story. My tips as I go back to my seat. I know now you've evaluated me. You know the kind of person I am. I'm a go-getter. Yeah. I'm a go-getter. I'm a trend maker. Yeah. I make my own path. I don't look at what the other one is doing, but what has supported me so much. One, have a goal. Have a goal. A goal is bigger than yourself. And the goal will drive you towards achieving it. Have a goal. Stick to the goal. Make sure the goal is realistic. And each day, please, focus on your goal until you get it. Self-discipline. Self-discipline is important. You have to be positive at all times. Negative thoughts will affect your business. Be positive. Know how to manage your emotions. Yeah? And align your emotions to the goals. Because if your emotions are different or are crashing with the goal, then it will be very difficult to achieve the goal. I will speak about the 3 P's. 3 P's of success. They're important. These are letter P. 1, the business that you're into. How did the dream start? How did the dream start? How did you choose to go into the business you're in? Yeah? So, when you're creating a business or you're starting a business, make sure there is a need. Because business is all about creating a solution to the problems. So there must be a need. Don't go into business because you're seeing the other person is doing well. You remember how I started? I asked the hardwares, what is your issue? What are the challenges you have? So I found a challenge, and the challenge informed the decision of what business to do and how to do it. And I did it and pulled it through. So there must be a need. So the first P is the product. The product or the service, let us call it a product. That product must be a solution to problems where you're operating from or where you're going to operate from. So if it is solving solutions, then you will pull through. You will get customers immediately because it is the solution to those problems. So product must be right. The product must be right, or the service you're doing must be right. Number 2, the people. The second P, the people. People will ruin your business. People will ruin your business and they will bring you down. People is an asset. Please don't overlook. Don't overlook. Don't go for cheap labor. Don't go for semi-skilled. Don't go for sisters and friends and aunties and uncles and all those people. Don't. Okay? If you need to support them, let's say the relatives, support them. But don't bring them into the business. Let them come on merit. If they don't come on merit, they are going to disorganize you. Do not go for cheap labor thinking you're saving. You're not saving anything. Yeah? So get skilled guys. Get skilled guys to manage your business. The last P is the process. You have the product. You have the people. What is the process? What will deliver the goals? You've set goals. You want results. What will deliver the goals? What will deliver the results? Is the process. The process are these small things that we do frequently in an organized manner that will bring the results, that will deliver that goal that you've set. Sometimes we forget, we look at the goal, we want this, we want to make this money, we want to make, but what is the process right? If the process is not right, even if you have the right product, the right people, you will not deliver. The process must be right. How do you respond to a customer? Yeah, that is all under the process. How do you deliver? That is all under the process. Another thing, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Do not forget to invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. How? How? I'm not going to exhaust this, but the soul, the mind, and the body need to be invested in. Yeah? You must invest in yourself. Most importantly, that I will mention is the mind. Widen your mind. I'm here to inspire my target audience, the under 5. However, yes, you've had an inspiring story, but is your mind open to new ideas? If your mind is not open to new ideas, you're not going to reap. If your mind is open to new ideas, you're winning. Okay? So be open to new ideas. Learn and learn and learn and learn. How I've perfected this kind of business because I can't exhaust everything. In the transport and logistics, this is a male-dominated sector. Yeah, but here I am, a woman on top. I'm leading the sector in terms of system, in terms of efficiency, in terms of fleet management, in terms of system, in everything. The president visited me and he found a whole room of awards. How? Why am I winning? Open-minded. Open-mindedness. Open your mind to new ideas. Polish your mind, grow your knowledge at all times. How have I done this? I've benchmarked. I've done benchmarking because in our market, there is no one to look up to. Yeah, yes. What I'm doing, no one is doing it. So where did I get it? I benchmarked. First, Kenya. Kenya is doing well when it comes to transport and logistics. They are doing well. They have system. I benchmarked in Kenya. I benchmarked in South Africa. I went to the Netherlands. I got all the systems I wanted. I came back. I installed the systems I'm using right now. However, anything is possible to the business if top management is into it. If top management is not into it, you're wasting time. So widen your knowledge. Widen your knowledge and you will grow. Thank you guys. Thank you my audience. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Wow, 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 wow. What a story. What a story. What a story. Let's clap for Maria once again, guys. So when you are inviting, I tried as much as possible to steal exams when I visited her twice, and she kept saying, wait for the story, wait for the story. So we're going to have just 3 questions. 3 questions for Maria before we wrap this up. Just 3 questions. Can I see your hands up? Pick the last 3.
Thank you so much. The first question was challenges. Challenges are there. Challenges are there. And you will wake up to new challenges all the time. If you're not challenged, then you're in the wrong business. If you're not facing challenges, you're not going anywhere, and you're not going to achieve your goals. Challenges are there. And expect new challenges. Myself, I love challenges because it stretches me. You've seen the journey? You've seen the journey of challenges. Had I not got those challenges, had I not met those challenges, I wouldn't be where I am. But challenges stretched me. Challenges make you think outside the box, which is a good thing. So, you asked me about that one most challenge that I found. It was a challenge, it was a mistake, something like that, a mistake. This wasn't a mistake as such. My drivers, by the way, that driver that my mzee gave me, that driver of that dead stock truck, up to now, I have that driver. That driver is as old as the company, and is still a senior driver with us. So the drivers staged a strike, and they were far. What they did, challenges have been so many. So Remember, when you're a trend maker, you face a lot of challenges. So I got a system. This is a fuel management system which I got in Netherlands. I brought it here. They said, "You're joking." I brought the system and put it in the vehicles. We started tracking fuel. The guys had to strike, and do you know what they did? They planned it well. What they did, everyone parked where he was. So one day, I had the trucks abandoned all over the country. All over the country. All over the country. So we called a crisis meeting. You know, when you're the head, you're on top, do not babysit your team. Let them think, because tomorrow you may not be there. So in such a situation, what would they do? I told my team, I told them I need a solution. I told them I'm giving you 30 minutes to the boardroom. I should find a solution to the crisis. So 30 minutes we were in the boardroom. And do you know what they were telling me? We first stopped the system. I said, that's the last thing I want to hear. I told them that is the last thing I want to hear. This is a system that I've got from Europe. I've spent money, and you're telling me to first stop? No. Can you give me a solution to the crisis? Now, after knowing that that is a no option, they had to think. They had to think, and they couldn't. What I did, I went to the IGP. I went to the IGP. Who are you, young girl? This time I'm not a customer, so I went slowly. I went humble because I wasn't a customer. I'd gone with the problems. So I said, because I could only manage that through a command center. Remember, the trucks are all over? They're all over the country. So what I did, they supported me. They called their stations all over, wherever, because we were tracking the trucks, so we could see where they are. We could see where they are. So they supported me. Police went and withdrew keys, because that's what I was requesting. Yeah, to withdraw keys from this driver. So this driver, they thought that they could hold me for ransom, and I dropped the what? So the next day I had no driver. But when they heard, because they were communicating, when they heard that I'm withdrawing keys, others started moving. They started moving. They started moving, and now the ringleaders were left alone into the ring. Yeah, but I stood to my word. I picked the ringleaders, and what happened? I had to arrest them. Yeah? So in such a crisis, don't give up. It is a challenge, and you must sort it out. You give up, you're wasting your investment. The system that you've invested in is put to waste. So that is how I manage that challenge. Thank you so much. The second question was financial crisis in under 5 and turnover, employee turnover. I saw both the platform. How do you call the platforms? They are called what? Chapters. I saw all the chapters are looking for HR consultant. Yeah, he will be good if you identify them and they join the team. They will be good to answer this. However, on the financial crisis, I didn't find a financial crisis. Why? I didn't have money. The business was growing above me, and it grew above me, myself, the founder. But where did I get the money? I got the money from one thing: integrity.
Not the chapter.
Integrity. Integrity is the number one pillar as to why up to today, as to why I didn't get a financial issue, like to capitalize my business. Integrity. Remember the Germany thing, where I just send an LPO? You can't get even one car, small car, without paying. But on an LPO, manufacturing, they could start manufacturing, and by the time you get to know, the trucks are in Mombasa. Haven't processed funds. That's integrity. Integrity is key in business. Honor your word. Honor your word, honor your part of the bargain. Make sure you fulfill, and the relationship will last. I started with HIMA. Up to now, I'm with HIMA. The bank I started with, they have held me as a baby. They have given me money where I don't have collaterals. Because I tell them, here is the business. I need money. Your collaterals that you need, I don't have the collaterals. I don't have money to buy land to give you a title. I need money. Yeah, all I need is money. Because I've showed you the business. I want money, I don't have security. And Stanbic Bank has given me money. They have given me money all throughout. Integrity. Suppliers. You have financial issues? If you have suppliers, manage your relationship with your suppliers. Manage your relationship with your suppliers, they will give you credit supply. There is nothing as good as a credit supply because it has no interest. Yeah? I have supplies. I'm working with Vivo Energy. Most of my suppliers have given me unsecured credit. Yeah? We are running a credit which is way over 10 billion from credit supply. That is integrity. So that is another form of building, capitalizing your business. It is very important. Not only banks, but just manage relationship and you will have the money. It is important. On the turnover processes, remember we talked about processes? Yes. The 3 P's of success, what are your processes? Sign contract with these people. Let them know the terms of business, let them know the code of conduct, let them know that you should have a performance management framework. A person should know when to expect what. Yeah, it is a challenge to you, and the presidents are here. I'm sure you will get a solution. I haven't learned properly how it works. Okay. Yeah, but I know you will find a solution for your members. You're not alone. So many businesses are affected. Remember I mentioned about it. So many businesses are affected. I said if people are not managed well, you don't have the right people, right process to manage these people, they will ruin your business. So the employee turnover, you have to audit. Audit the turnover and get to know where it's coming from. For you to find a challenge, to find the cause of the problem, it has to be data-based. Yeah? Run your data as to when these people came in and who are these people going. You're going to find that maybe the people going are people on probation. Yeah? There are people on probation. What does that mean? It means check your recruitment approach. Yeah. Check your recruitment methodology. How are you recruiting? I had a colleague who had an HR who was recruiting relatives, girlfriends only. She was recruiting girlfriends, yeah, promising them jobs, recruiting relatives, only. And it caused a crisis in the business. So that is an issue that most businesses are getting. Another question, writing a book. Writing a book. Yes, I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I was a panelist on one of the network like this. And one of the consultants gave me an offer to write that book for me. So I'll have a book on this story. Thank you.
Super, great.
Sunrise.
Oh, there's an offer for printing the book.
Okay. All right.
Okay. So, unless, of course, the questions that we are going to have should be extremely different, or should give us a different answer from the things that she has already talked about. So we're only going to have 2. Okay? So, Dr. Steve and Fresh Daddy. Dr. Stephen Mugabe and Fresh Daddy. Let the 2, actually, I don't know how I picked them. They are both pastors. I know they are inspired to represent all the other questions. The Holy Spirit does not lie.
Thank you. My question is about family. How have you involved your family, and what are your next steps? Do you see yourself still running Mark Investments? Are you going to hand it over to someone? Are you going to sell it to the public on the stock exchange? Thank you.
I wanted to also ask a fluke, sorry. As a lady, how is the family work balance? Come on, you look very good, you're bright, and the paper is there. How do you balance the family alongside all that? And I see you're married as well.
Okay, so let's have Fresh Daddy. Let's have Fresh Daddy. I know the good doctor would have her question is put in.
My question is, in the first 5 years, how do you balance between reinvesting in the business and paying yourself? Because, and yeah, reinvesting the money in the business, saving that money on the account, and also paying yourself and investing in yourself. Because we've been challenged that we should pay ourselves and not be a matter, not die for the business. So how do you balance between reinvesting, saving, and paying yourself?
Thank you so much. Let me start with the first one. The question was reinvesting and investing in yourself. That's budget. Yeah, that's budget. Budget. When you're managing, you must have a budget. Yeah, whether it's a personal budget or a business budget. But specifically, you asked me a business budget. How do you divide your budget? How do you manage your budget? I'm giving you a very simple formula. And the formula is called 50, 30, 20. 50, 30, 20. Budget framework. That's what you should use. Very simple. What does it mean? 50, get 50%. Yeah? Get 50% and do what? And do what? No. Now everyone is attentive. Yeah. If not, then what? Eat? So 50, 30, 20 budget framework. 50% the need. It caters for the need. Okay? The need. The word need. The 30%, the want. Are you getting the difference? 50%, 30%. I think now you get the difference. The want, they are not a necessity, but you want them. They are not a necessity, but you want them. You need that kind of phone, you need the other car, you need that kind of yeah, that's the want. 50% caters for the need and necessities. Then where does the 20% go? The wish. Where does the 20% go? Saving. I think I've answered you. No? Good.
Paying yourself.
No, paying yourself. If you're on the payroll, then it will be catered. It has already been catered in the need. Yeah, in the need. However, you still have in the want. Okay? So if you're on the payroll, that one is not paying yourself. You are working for this business, so it must pay you. Okay? Now, there is the want. The want, that's when you have to donate, you go to church, pay tithe, and all those things. Okay? I think it's clear. The 20 is saving. Business budget or personal budget, that is it. Thank you. Family. And the family, the question is 2 in 1. One is the succession plan. Actually, I'm retiring in 5 years from now. Yes. Yes. It's a goal I've set, and I must achieve it. I'm retiring. I'm retiring, okay? So, I have a succession plan. I've already, you see, I told the president that I'm going to be here early. Why? Because I need to know who is who here. You know, strategists. When I leave here today, I urge you to go and read a book called The Blue Ocean Strategy. Yeah, read The Blue Ocean Strategy. You will be a strategist everywhere. Even at a function, you will be a strategist. Let me tell you, yesterday we were at Selena, a full day. We had a full day conference. Maybe that part I didn't tell you, Mark Investment is also into fuel. We have fuel to fuel our own fleet. Yeah, and we are under Vivo Energy. So we have our own petrol station is on all the highways we are running, and we are fueling our own fleet. So yesterday, there is always an annual dealers conference. So there was annual dealers conference for Vivo Energy. So all the dealers were in one room. I do not normally attend, being that fuel is not my core business. It's just a value chain. But why did I go there? Who can guess? You're all wrong. Why I went there? With the new franchise of Honda, we are going to onboard dealers countrywide, and guess what? In our commercial strategy, We are recruiting dealers in 10 cities in the country, and I got the potential dealers. I got the potential dealers in that room. Today, one dealer from Mumbarara gave me a nod of 200 bikes to be delivered tomorrow. Read the Blue Ocean Strategy. Okay? Yeah, so a succession plan said, how am I involving family? Why I came early, I'm interested in knowing who is who here, not by face, not by name, but the business, such that I can connect. The first time I attended Integrity, I connected immediately. I connected and I gave business to the team in Integrity. Today, I've made a list of where my interest is, and I will give you business. Why? Succession plan. So I'm retiring and I'm nurturing leaders. I'm nurturing leaders. There is leadership mentorship. I've taken already the card. I have it here with me. Yeah, there is a member into mentoring leaders. So I'm nurturing leaders, yeah, and I'm building, I have a succession plan. And that's why I can proudly stand here and tell you that in 5 years, I will be retiring. So succession plan is important, yeah? Life is not guaranteed. Life is not guaranteed. So always two things. My team knows that me and Maria, yeah, and the business is Mark. These are two different entities. They are two different entities. I must enjoy my independence. I shouldn't be a prisoner of the business. Okay? This kind of business, even men fear it. There is phobia about this business. You're into transport, do you sleep? Do you do this? Do you do this? I'm a person who goes on holiday twice a year. And once on holiday, my phone will not be on. The last holiday is always in December, and it's for 30 days. And my phone will not be accessed. But the business is operating. You remember the 3 Ps? The people and the process. The process. Do not be prisoners of your business. That where you're not, the business can't operate. No. You must protect your independence. Yeah? You're a different entity from your organization. Let your organization be, and let you be. So that is where you need all those things, the processes, succession plan, and all these things. Then another one was still about family. Balance, work balance. Yes, I'm a mother, I'm a wife. Right from when I started the business. Yes. And yes, why? Why are you quiet? Huh? I can't hear you. Work-life balance. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm on top of this organization, and I'm excelling all over. Yes. Yes. I'm excelling as a mother. I'm excelling as a wife. The flowers are too many. Every day I'll find a flower home. Yeah? Almost every Sunday I'll get a flower. Every Sunday I must get a flower. Yeah? Children, I have time for children. So it is all about planning. Yeah? My ladies in the room, It's all about planning. It's all about planning. Nothing should distract you from excelling in what you do best. Planning is very key. In whatever aspect, in whatever aspect of life, planning is very key. This is the trick. This is the trick. Spend time in planning. Spend time in planning. My planning time takes 75% of my time. So if you take 75% into planning, then you've left only 25 for execution. As simple as that. You will manage a huge operation. Yeah? That's what I'm telling you. In this kind of business, the trucks, the what, they are all over East Africa. People think, some say, but will you get children? Will you get married? Because of that kind of business. But let me tell you, once you plan well, once you give time to planning, you can manage any kind of operation. I tell my team, do you know that I can manage to oversee a war?
Yeah, I agree.
Yes. I tell them, if I'm assigned, if let's say the president assigns me to go to Congo and lead that war, I will lead it and I will deliver. Just give me the goal. Give me the goal. That is all I need. Give me the goal. I plan how to achieve that. Invest in planning. That's when you will also achieve your independence. Invest in planning. For me, if let's say it's a new project, there are certain complex projects, which are time-bound, which really need a lot of things. I hate that planning. The planning, I must be there, and I must approve every step of planning. And once I'm convinced with the plan, we roll out execution. And I don't expect setbacks. So that is how I've managed the work-life balance, a mother, a wife, and a CEO of this organization. Thank you so much, guys.
Wow. Thank you very much. So, Stella, visitor host, help your neighbor to turn her chair because I'm about to address her. So, while her chair turns, guys, so many questions, She was invited to visit BNI Integrity by Ann Juko. Childhood friend. Who is your childhood friend? And who invited you to BNI? And Arthur invited her here. So thank you very much, Maria. I've been given the impossible task to thank you. I have thanked you, but I have a few things to say. Now, I also know that you're on the journey to join BNI, and I've offered myself to guide you. Yes.
She's already sorted, sir. She's already coming.
You have someone to write your book, you have someone to print it. Now, in BNI, there's this thing they call a one-to-one. Now, one-to-one is where a member visits another member to get to know their business so that they can refer them better. Now, because I'm holding this microphone, I am asking you for a one-to-one. Have you accepted? Thank you very much. So, Maria, you see this room, eh? These people have money. They are business people. I don't know whether they've managed to save 45 million seated on their account in the first couple of years, but they have money. And I am a Christian. Yes. Maria, I'm going a little bit off, eh? You see that man there with a big beard? Brian, first stand up. Brian, stand up.
Visibility, Brian.
So that guy also knows a thing or two about transport. Yeah, Brian, find her. Ah, great. Of trucks. Anyway, so in Proverbs 20:15, it says, gold there is. These people have the gold, rubies in abundance. But the lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. Now, I will add, the lips that speak knowledge and truth and that are generous to share are a rare jewel. God bless you. I will come down for this one. And they also say, okay, this is in my language, eh? They say, ahosha ngum kama nohomoramiza. I'm sure you get it. You're from that side of the country. So we have a small token for you as BNI Sunrise and Integrity. And it's from one of our members. She's a visually impaired artist. Basically, she does not see as well as we all see, and yet she paints, and she paints well. So I will ask Rita. Yes. Rita painted for you something. So I'll ask Rita to come and be here, and while she says a word or two, maybe, just, okay, she's overwhelmed. I will help her unwrap it, and then we hand it to you, and then yeah, so this is what we thought we'd give you. By the time she painted it, we didn't know about the Honda dealership, eh? But I promise you that when you come back, there will be some Hondas somewhere there. So once again, Rita, thank you so much for painting this. Maria, once again, thank you, and thank you very much. Also, my fellow president, I will ask Maria to hand this token to you. Oh yes, Maria to Maria. To hand this one to you, you hang it somewhere in your office, and yes, and one last thing. This time we are not giving. I will just ask you, come here, stand in the middle, then we can take a picture. Yes.